Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, how are you? Today's lesson we will complete Unit 1, page 10, Part 4, Language in Context. Let's see this part. Open your book, page 10, and keep with me. In this part, language in context. Find out the following information about your partner, then introduce him or her to the class. Number 1, full name, where he or she lives, where he was born, where he grew up, about his family background, about his relatives. Relatives means family, as uncle, aunt. Okay, these are the relatives. About his interests, how long he has been interested in them. How long يعني بتسأل عن المدة اللي هو بقاله قد ايه مهتم بهذه الأشياء. Now I want one of you to find information about your partner. اختار أي one of your friends and give us this information about him. Who can make this? It's not important to talk about all 8 items. مش لازم تتكلم عن ال8 أشياء ديت, but only talk about some of these items, not all. If you want, if you can talk about all of them, it's all right, no problem. Who can start? أيمن الأحمد. Okay, Ayman, I'll give you the mic now. Okay, Ayman, you can speak now.
Okay.
Okay, Ayman.
Full name.
Yeah.
But I will say point before.
Okay.
The partner I talk about is not in real life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Ayman.
Okay. Full name. His name is Ahmed. Okay.
His name is Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Ahmed Al-Ahmed. Okay.
Yes.
Is he your grandfather?
No. His cousin.
Cousin. Okay. Go on. Okay, I hear you.
He lives in Riyadh.
Okay.
He was born in Syria.
Yes.
He grew up here in Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, yes.
His family in Syria now.
Yeah. He is your uncle. You said he is your uncle, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My uncle in Syria. Yep.
His relatives. Okay. Do you know anything about his interests?
Not a lot. He is old from me.
Okay. And thank you. That's enough. Thank you, Ayman, and thank you for your participation. Okay. Now let's listen. Listen to the information about immigrants. Immigrants means the people who leave their countries to live or work in another country. Okay, these are immigrants. Listen to the information about immigrants in the past. Answer true or false. Okay, let's listen now. Take care. We will put T for true and false if the information is false. Okay. Before we listen, let's have a check or have a look to these 6 points before listening to know if it's true or false while you are listening. Okay, who can read number 1? Okay, I'll open your mics if you want to share us or participate with me. Okay, who can read number 1? Another one. Yes, not only Ayman, everything Ayman. I want all of you to share us, please, guys. Okay, Ahmed Al-Dosari. Okay, you can speak now, Ahmed.
Many immigrants came to the United States in the late 80s and early 90s.
Excellent, Ahmed. Thank you. Number 2. Okay, Yusuf Muhammad. Yusuf Fahd Muhammad. Okay, Yusuf, you can speak now.
Okay. The voyage across the ocean was hard, but most immigrants had comfortable compartments on the ship for sleeping and eating.
Okay, compartment means a part or a place on the ship or any place where some people stay. Okay, اللي هو جزء أو partition مكان كده. Comfortable means مريح. Yes. Okay, thank you. And number 3, another one. Okay, Ahmed answered before or read before. Abdulaziz Al-Husaynan. Okay, Abdulaziz, you can speak now, Abdulaziz.
Many the immigrants were poor.
Okay, were poor يعني not rich. Okay, thank you, Abdulaziz. Okay, Ahmed Al-Dosari, you read before, right? Let's take another one. Anas Nasif. Okay, Anas. Okay, Anas, you can speak now.
At Ellis Island, the role of officials was to give immigrants information about the United States.
Excellent, thank you. And number 5, Muhammad Radwan. Okay, Muhammad, you can speak now, Muhammad. People, number 5, Muhammad. Okay, Muhammad, we hear you. Open your mic, Muhammad, you can speak now. Okay.
People who were sick had to go back to their native countries.
Native countries, the country where you was born or where you were born. Okay. اللي هي البلد الأصلي أو البلد الأم يعني. Okay. And number 6, last one, another one. Only 5 who share us. I want all of you to share with me, Shabab. Other guys, please share us. You just read the sentence. Khalaf, Riyad, Sohail, Saif. Do you hear me? Try to raise your hand. عايز ترفع يدك زي اخوانك والمرافعين، بتضغط على اسمك عند كلمة مور وبتلاقي علامة رفع اليد، تضغط عليه بيديلك رفع اليد. عايزين مشاركات يا اخوانا كده، مفيش ظاهر قدامي الا 4 أو 5 بس اللي بيشارك. اوكي خلف رفعت ايدك ونزلتها تاني يا خلف. اوكي you can. Okay, can you open your mic now and speak? You can start now, خلف. Okay, خلف. Ellis. Khalaf, we hear you. You can speak now. Ellis. Island. Yeah. Became known. Yes. As Heartbreak Island. Heartbreak Island شباب. Heartbreak Island means اللي هي جزيرة الايه؟ الهارتبريك يعني sorrow أو grief، الحزن أو المأساة. Okay. Among immigrants يعني الجزيرة دي كانوا بيسموها الهارتبريك Island. طبعا هنشوف الجملة دي true ولا false at the end. Thank you خلف. And let's now listen to the information and then put T or F. Okay, let's listen.
For centuries, people have made major changes in their lives. Many have moved to other countries in search of new lives. One of the great periods of immigration was between 1880 and 1920. At that time, 23 million immigrants arrived in the United States. Most of them came from poor towns and villages in southern and eastern Europe. They had one thing in common. They believed that in the United States, life was going to be better for them. It was the land of freedom and prosperity. Most of these immigrants were able to get just enough money to pay for the trip across the ocean by boat. Many arrived without any money to their names. Often the father of a family came first and found work. Then he sent for his wife and children. The trip across the ocean for poor immigrants was terrible. Men, women, and children stayed in crowded and smelly compartments deep down in the hold of the ship. They had no showers, and there were no dining rooms for them. They went up on deck to get food from huge pots. This was the price they had to pay to get to the New World. On their arrival in the United States, they saw the Statue of Liberty in New York Harbor. But they weren't free to enter America right away. When immigrants landed in New York, ferry boats took them to Ellis Island, where immigration officers questioned the new arrivals and doctors examined them. Those who failed the medical exam had to go back to their native countries. Sometimes, if a child was ill, the entire family had to return. Ellis Island became known as Heartbreak Island among immigrants.
Okay, now you can give me the answers. Okay, I'll start with Yusuf. Okay, Yusuf, you can answer number 1. Many immigrants came to the United States in the late 19th and early 18th and 19th. Is it clear? Is it right or false? True or false?
Hello?
Yes, Yusuf, you
Can
can.
you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Teacher, we didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything?
No, there was no sound.
Oh, okay. Let's listen again. Maybe the problem. Sorry. Okay. I set it now. Okay, I'll play the sound again, but give me if you can hear or not.
For centuries, people have made
Yeah,
major changes.
Now there is sound.
Yeah.
Okay, let's listen again. Sorry, Shabab. Okay.
For centuries, people have made major changes in their lives. Many have moved to other countries in search of new lives. One of the great periods of immigration was between 1880 and 1920. At that time, 23 million immigrants arrived in the United States. Most of them came from poor towns and villages in southern and eastern Europe. They had one thing in common. They believed that in the United States, life was going to be better for them. It was the land of freedom and prosperity. Most of these immigrants were able to get just enough money to pay for the trip across the ocean by boat. Many arrived without any money to their names. Often the father of a family came first and found work. Then he sent for his wife and children. The trip across the ocean for poor immigrants was terrible. Men, women, and children stayed in crowded and smelly compartments deep down in the hold of the ship. They had no showers, and there were no dining rooms for them. They went up on deck to get food from huge pots. This was the price they had to pay to get to the New World. On their arrival in the United States, they saw the Statue of Liberty in New York Harbor. But they weren't free to enter America right away. When immigrants landed in New York, ferry boats took them to Ellis Island, where immigration officers questioned the new arrivals and doctors examined them. Those who failed the medical exam had to go back to their native countries. Sometimes, if a child was ill, the entire family had to return. Ellis Island became known as Heartbreak Island among immigrants.
Okay, guys. Okay, you can give me your answers
Okay.
now. Who can start?
Do
Number
I answer
one.
now?
Okay, Yusuf, you have the mic now.
Okay. Many immigrants came to the United States in the late 80s and early 90s. F. It was in the late 1880 and the early 1920.
No.
That's what it said.
1880. So late 18th means they came from the as he said between
From that
1880.
century?
1880 means this number is between 1880 is between 18th and 19th. Do you understand?
Yeah.
He said they came in 1880, right? 1880
Yeah.
is a number between 18th and 19th. So it's true or false?
It is true then.
True. Is it clear؟ نوضح يا شباب. هو بيقول إن كان بيجي المهاجرين للولايات المتحدة في أواخر القرن ال 18 أو آسف في أواخر 1800 يعني سنة 1880 من بداية من 1880. هنا بيقول late 18th في أواخر 1800 وما هي 1880 وهو هنا بيقول في آخر 1800 صح يبقى الجملة true. Is it clear? Okay, let's see next one. Another one, Ahmad الدوسري. Okay, Ahmad, you can answer now.
The voyage across the ocean was hard, but most immigrants had comfortable compartments on ships for sleeping and eating.
True or false?
True.
It was comfortable. It was a hard voyage.
No, false.
False, not true. They suffer from. Yes, it's false. They suffer from the voyage. الرحلة كانت بتبقى رحلة شاقة جدا. Okay, number 3. Who can give the answer of number 3? Okay, عبد العزيز الحسينان. Okay, عبد العزيز, mic with you now. Okay.
Many of the immigrants were poor.
Many of them were poor.
Yeah.
True or false?
صح؟
أيوة صح.
True.
True, yes, it's true. Very good, عبد العزيز. Thank you. Okay, number 4. Number 4. Okay, another one. عبد الرحمن السلمي. Okay, عبد الرحمن. The mic with you now. Okay, عبد الرحمن.
Yeah, teacher. Number 4.
Yeah, number 4.
Number 4 is false.
False. Let's see. Very good, عبد الرحمن. Thank you. Okay, next one. محمد رضوان. Okay, محمد.
People who were sick had to go back to their native countries. True.
True. Okay. Thank you. Very good, Abdurrahman. Muhammad. Thank you. Okay. Another one. Ahmed الدوسري. Okay, Ahmed. Okay, Ahmed, you can answer now.
Ellis Island became known as Heartbreak Island among immigrants.
Yeah.
True.
True. Very good. Thank you. Okay, now let's turn to next exercise and here pronunciation. In English, guys, in English, okay, in English speakers stress or emphasize يعني بيبقى فيه تأكيد أو ضغط شوية على بعض الحروف words والكلمات. في بعض الكلمات بنضغط على حروف منها وفي بعض الكلمات بنضغط على الكلمات نفسها دون الكلمات الأخرى. ده بنسميه stress in English أو emphasize اللي هو بتأكد على الكلمة. words that they think are important. طبعا ما بنضغطش على الكلمة إلا اللي فيه يكون كلمة إلا لو كانت important مهمة شوية. These are usually content words like ودي بتكون كلمات زي nouns الأسماء verbs الأفعال and adjectives الصفات. listen and note the stress then practice. خلينا نسمع كده وبعد كده نسمعكم تقولوها. listen and you will repeat after them. Okay.
My mother was born in Riyadh.
So the stress is on my mother, the word mother, and born, the verb, and Riyadh, the noun. Okay. Listen again.
My mother was born in Riyadh.
Okay, who can say this again? Okay, Ahmed Dusari, can you say it again?
My mother was born in Riyadh.
Okay, thank you. And next one.
Where did you grow up?
The stress is where and up. Okay. The word, the question word here where, كلمة الاستفهام, and the verb up. Okay, who can say this again? Okay, Muhammad Radwan.
Where do you grow up?
Okay, next one.
Mona is going to college in Qasim.
The stress is Mona, going, college, and Qasim. Okay, I want another one. Let's listen to Abdurrahman Al-Silmi. Okay, Abdurrahman, repeat it please.
Mona is going to college
للجامعة, university, yes.
College
in
Qasim.
Qasim. Last one.
Have you ever visited Europe?
Yes, the stress here on visited, the verb, and the noun Europe. Okay, again.
Have you ever visited Europe?
Okay, that's enough. Let's next turn to next part, conversation. Okay, in this part, we will listen to the conversation, and it said underline the important words in the conversation. كلمات المهمة هنحط تحتها خط. If you have your book, in birds read the conversation aloud. Stress the important words including in fact. كلمات اللي بالأزرق ديت البلو in fact, you see this word, by the way, and fit in. Last one. Okay, you will stress these words. Let's listen first.
Tell me about yourself.
I was born here in Berlin, but my family is from Leipzig, in what was East Germany. They moved over to the West soon after the German reunification. How about you?
I'm from Dubai, but my grandparents were from Germany. In fact, they were from Berlin.
So I guess you still have family here.
I'm afraid we lost touch with our relatives.
And how long have you been here?
I've been here for almost 3 years. You see, I have a German passport because of my grandparents, so I can work legally in this country.
By the way, what do you do?
I'm a biologist. I do research in a lab for a pharmaceutical company.
Do you miss Dubai?
Quite a bit, but I've got a good job. I've made lots of friends. I fit in okay. I'm happy here.
Okay. Who can make this dialogue? Okay, I want two of you to practice reading this dialogue. Okay, I'll choose Ayman Al-Ahmad. Okay, Ayman, you will start. You will take the role of Samir. And Ahmad Al-Dosari, if you please, you will take the role of Hans. Okay, you can start now. Ayman and Ahmad. Okay, you can start now, Ayman.
Okay, I will start.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
I was born here in Berlin, but my family is from Leipzig. And what was East Germany? They moved over to the West soon after the German reunification. How about you?
Okay, excuse me guys. Excuse me. Reunification means united, unity. تمام، اللي هو الوحدة أو إعادة الإيه؟ توحيد بتاع German. Yes, okay, go on.
I'm from Dubai, but my grandparents were from Germany. In fact, they were from Berlin.
So I guess you still have family here.
Okay, Ayman. I am. Ayman, you can go on now.
I'm afraid we lost touch with our reality.
Relatives.
And how
Yes.
and how long have you been here?
I have been here for almost 3 years. You see, I have a German passport because my grandparents, so I can work legally in this country.
Legally means
By the way, what do you do?
excuse me guys, legally means I can work legally in this country. Legally means
Maybe
مسموح.
easy.
مسموح أو
Easy.
شرعا يعني. Okay.
مسموح.
Okay.
By the way.
Okay.
Okay, Ahmed.
By the way, what do you do?
I'm a
biologist.
Biologist. I do
research
in a lab for
pharmaceutical companies related to pharmacy يعني شركات خاصة بالأدوية أو شركات خاصة بالصيادلة يعني. Okay.
Do you miss Dubai?
Quite a bit, but I have got a good job. I have made lots of friends and fit in. Okay, I'm happy here.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you Ahmed. Thank you Ayman. Okay, in this real talk, in fact, you see expressions used to add information, often surprising information. بنستخدم in fact و you see لما بنيجي نضيف معنى أو بنيجي نضيف معلومة وبتكون غالبا معلومة فيها شيء من الاندهاش أو المفاجأة بالنسبة للمستمع. Okay, and by the way means expression used to introduce a new topic. لما تيجي تدخل على موضوع آخر أو تحول من نقطة لنقطة تانية بتقول by the way. fit in, be part of يعني أصبح جزء من. Okay, let's turn to this part. In pairs, ask and answer the questions, then switch roles. نشوف هنا the first question. Where is Hans family from? Where is Hans family from? As he said, from. Okay. Abdulaziz Al-Husaynan. Where is Hans family from? From. Abdulaziz, you can answer. Where is Hans family from? They are from what? From where?
From Leipzig.
Yeah. Leipzig. Okay. They are from Leipzig, Germany. Okay. Question number 2. How long has his family been or been in the western part of Germany? Who can answer, Shabab? Okay, Yusuf Muhammad. Yusuf.
Okay.
How long بتسأل عن المدة. The question, how long has his family been in the western part of Germany? Hmm.
3 years.
He didn't give the exact number. وما اعطاش الرقم. ولكن he said after his family has been in the western part of Germany since soon after the unification. بعد ما تم توحيد.
So after the reunification.
Yeah, excellent. This is the correct answer. Number 3. Has Samir kept in touch with his relatives in Berlin? Has Samir kept in touch with his family in Berlin? Kept or not? Kept in touch or not? I'll point to the answer. Okay. Anas Nasif. Okay, let's listen to Suhai. Okay, Suhail, you didn't answer before. Okay, Suhail.
Some.
Okay. Has Samir kept in touch with his relative in Berlin?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Let's see the answer. Sorry, Suhail, it's no. No, he hasn't. Here is the answer. He said, I am afraid we lost touch with our relative. Lost touch يعني ايه؟ فقد الايه؟
فقد
الاتصال مع إله. Thank you for this lesson today, guys. And here are the other answers. Why is he allowed to work legally in Germany? We said because his grandparents were from Germany. And the last one, is he thinking of going back to his native country in the future? The answer is no, he hasn't, because he is happy in Germany. Thank you for today sharing and your participate. And now the workbook, the homework, you can open your workbook, page 5, as we said. Okay, page 5 يا شباب. This is your homework, page 5. You will read this text and you will answer here. You have 8 sentences with true or false. هتكتب يا T for true لو كانت صح و F for false لو كانت الجملة خاطئة. Thank you for listening and see you next time inshallah. Do you have any questions?